I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. Knowing what must be done does away with fear. There is just so much hurt, disappointment, and oppression one can take. The line between reason and madness grows thinner. People always say that I didn't give up my seat because I was tired, but that isn't true. I was not tired physically. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in. At the time I was arrested I had no idea it would turn into this. It was just a day like any other day. The only thing that made it significant was that the masses of people joined in. You spend your whole life in your occupation, actually making life clever, easy, and convenient for white people. But when you have to get transportation home, you are denied equal accommodation. Our existence was for the white man's comfort and well-being. We had to accept being deprived of just being human. Time begins the healing process of wounds cut deeply by oppression. We soothe ourselves with the salve of attempted indifference, accepting the false pattern set up by the horrible restriction of Jim Crow laws. Racism is still with us. But it is up to us to prepare our children for what they have to meet, and, hopefully, we shall overcome. As far back as I can remember, I knew there was something wrong with our way of life when people could be mistreated because of the color of their skin. I have never been what you would call just an integrationist. I know I've been called that. Integrating that bus wouldn't mean more equality. Even when there was segregation, there was plenty of integration in the South, but it was for the benefit and convenience of the white person, not us. It was not prearranged. It just happened that the driver made a demand and I just didn't feel like obeying his demand. I was quite tired after spending a full day working. And it is not easy to remain rational and normal mentally in such a setting where, even in our airport in Montgomery, there is a white waiting room. There are restroom facilities for white ladies and colored women, white men, and colored men. We stand outside after being served at the same ticket counter instead of sitting inside. I have been refused entrance on the buses because I would not pay my fare at the front and go around to the rear door to enter. That was the custom if the bus was crowded up to the point where the white passengers would start occupying. I don't think well of people who are prejudiced against people because of race. The only way for prejudiced people to change is for them to decide for themselves that all human beings should be treated fairly. We can't force them to think that way. The Rosa and Raymond Parks Institute accepts people of any race. We don't discriminate against anyone. We teach people to reach their highest potential. I set examples by the way I lead my life.